Hello and welcome to day 18 of 30 days of Q&A, where today I'm going to be answering the question, how can I get more organized? For those of you that don't know me, my name is Janine Esbrand and I'm the founder of Lightbox Coaching, where I help women to return to work with confidence and build careers that they love whilst raising a family. All right, so we're on day 18 of this 30-day Q&A series. I didn't go live yesterday because I had a sick baby on my hands. So today I'm going to be shooting 2 videos answering 2 separate questions. So we're diving into organization. So before I do that, let me know where you're joining from. I love to know where in the world you are joining from. As you can see, I have my world map behind me because I love to travel. So type in the comments where you're tuning in from, and if you're catching the replay, I'd still like to know. So do let me know. Okay, so we're talking about organization because this is something that comes up a lot when I work with my clients and when I speak to people, and just generally when you are trying to juggle home and family and work, there is a lot that needs to get done, and so organization inevitably comes up. And here's the thing, the way that you organize yourself when you are a single adult is very different from the way that you organize yourself when you're married, and then it's very different when you organize yourself when you are a mother or parent of 1, and then when you shift to being a parent of 2, it all changes. So what I'm saying is organization and the way you organize yourself is something that has to be revisited, because sometimes what you were doing before no longer works, and so you have to find a new strategy and a new way of doing things. So today I want to share with you a few different suggestions, and then you can take which one you think might work for you, and then you can apply it and you can see how it fits. Okay, so we're going to talk about 2 different camps or 2 different approaches, one being digital and one being paper-based. So type in the comments below and let me know which you prefer. Are you someone who likes to do everything on the computer, or are you someone who likes to hold the paper and write things down? Let me know in the comments. So I'm gonna break it into 2 and just talk about some tools that you can use that can help you with organization. But before I do that, I just want to say, whichever tools you use, you're going to have to decide that you're going to be committed. So you're going to have to choose your strategy, choose your approach, and be consistent with it in order for it to work. So, you know, you could get a new planner and that's all great, but if you're not going to use it, then it's not really going to help you to become more organized. So just bear that in mind, that none of these tools are going to be like a magic pill for you to automatically get you organized. You're going to have to do the work, but ultimately doing that work up front can lead to you feeling more organized and things running more smoothly, and ultimately you having a better work-life balance. All right, so we're going to talk first about some paper-based tools that I've come across, that I've used, that I found useful, and that I know others have too. And of course, if you have ones that you want to share, then do type in the comments and let us know. So the first one is a planner called the Simplified Planner. And I absolutely love this planner because it's really, really simple. It has your month view of your calendar, so you can go in at the beginning of the month and you can put in all the dates that you have and all the appointments that you have and that you have to keep, and you can see those by just turning to that page. And then on each day it has time slots. So it starts from 6 a.m. in the morning through to 10 p.m. at night, and it has time slots that you can then put in what you need to do at that time. And then it has space for you to do your to-do list and also for you to write down your meals for the day. So having those key things is really helpful. But one of the things that I really like about it is that you can write down specific times that you're going to do things. So one of the things I say to people is, it's all well and good having a to-do list and to write things down on the list, but if that list doesn't get translated to a time when you're actually going to do the tasks, often you end up just having a really long list that makes you feel overwhelmed and then doesn't allow you to achieve because there's too many things on the list. So what you can do with this planner is you can look at your to-do list, and then you can say, okay, on this day at this time is when I'm going to fit that in. And what's really good is you can see when things get too crowded. So if you're putting something in at 10 a.m, 11 a.m, and then at noon, and then at 1, you can see that maybe there's just too much on my plate right now, and maybe I need to shift things to another day. So that's something that's really good to do, and you can apply that with this planner or any other planner that you use. The other one that I really liked as well, that I've used in the past, is called the Passion Planner. And what I liked about this one is every month it gets you to think about what your goals are for the month, and then it gets you to reflect on the previous month and how things went. So in addition to putting in your goals, your tasks, your day-to-day things, you're also thinking about your bigger picture and what you're trying to achieve on the home front, or on the personal front, or the work front, over the course of your month, and then your quarter, and then your year. So it helps to keep you really focused about where you're heading, and then for you to chunk things down by time and by date in terms of what you're doing. So that's another resource that you can try and you can use. And the other one I want to mention is a bullet journal. So I was talking to someone at a networking event a few days ago, and she uses a bullet journal and she swears by it. And what that is essentially, it's just a notebook that you have, that you create yourself, and each day you write down the different things that you want to achieve, and then you create your own keys and your own symbols that can help you to categorize the tasks that you have. And then it helps you to then to know what you have to do, and there's a way and an approach to pass things on to the next day if you don't get them done. So you can check that out as well. So it's called the bullet journal, and if you go on Pinterest, you'll see loads of people showing their examples of bullet journaling. So those are 3 paper-based approaches that you can use, or tools that you can use. There's lots of other planners, but the key thing is to use your planner. So to be putting in dates that you need to be places, to be scheduling time for important things. So you put in the important things first. So whether that is things like spending time with your children or your family, or your meals, or self-care, looking after yourself, put those things in the calendar first, and then you have the time and space to add in other things as well. So choose some time in your week when you're going to plan ahead, and then you sit down with your planner and you plan. So that's the paper-based side. I want to talk about digitals, because for some people, having everything on your phone accessible or on your computer makes everything a lot easier. And if that's you, then there's a couple of tools that I want to share with you. The number one is Trello. So if you haven't heard of Trello, you should absolutely go and check it out. It is a free tool. Go to Trello, I think it's trello.com, and essentially you can create different boards for different aspects of your life. So I use this to run my business and to run my home, and it allows you to create cards, and within those cards you can attach documents, you can write notes, you can write comments, you can move the cards around on the boards. So this allows you to keep track of what needs to get done, and then once something's done, you can move it to another board. You can also collaborate with other people. So it works really well in terms of at the home, and say your shopping list. So you can create a board that has a checklist with all of your shopping items, and you can share that with your husband, or you can share that with whoever you live with at home. So if either of you were in the supermarket and you wanted to see whether there was something that you needed, you can look at your Trello list that's already created before, so it can save a lot of time. You can revisit your list every time you go to the supermarket. That's just one way that you can use it, but there's so many ways that you can use Trello to keep you organized. So you can use it as a database. You can have all of your passwords, all of your, maybe not your passwords because they might be a bit private, but you can have different information that you need all in one place on your boards. So Trello is awesome. I might do a training separately on Trello so you can see the awesomeness of it, but essentially it's a project management tool. So if you have a lot that you're managing, instead of having it all in your head or on bits of paper in your notebook or bits of paper all over the place, you can have it all in Trello, and then you can go to the board, you can see what's happening really easily, and you can also share and collaborate with other people. So if you haven't done so already, check out Trello. And then the other online thing that I want to say is the Google Calendar. So my Google Calendar is the place to be in terms of my organization. If something's not on the Google Calendar, it's not going to get done. So the other day my phone didn't sync properly, and one of my appointments didn't get updated on my Google Calendar, and then I didn't get a notification 15 minutes before, and I completely missed the appointment because I completely forgot. So I use the calendar as a place where I can go, I put everything in there, things are synced in terms of my business calendar, my personal calendar, and then I know that if it's on there, then it needs to get done. I also use it to block out time. So time that I need to do specific tasks, I will put into my calendar, and if I put it on there, then I know that I'm going to be more committed to doing it. So I want to encourage you to use your online calendar that is on your phone, on your computer, whether it is Google Calendar or your iCal, to really schedule your time, and that can help you to increase your organization because you have everything all in one place. So those are the two digital. There's lots of different tools out there. There's Asana, there's lots of different project management tools, there's lots of different things that you can be using, but it's always good to keep it simple. So I just wanted to share those ones with you. So think about what would work for you, and try it out. The key is to find a system that works for you in terms of organizing everything that you need to do, and then following through and executing on those things that you need to do. So I hope you found that useful. I will be back in a minute answering another question as part of this 30 days of Q&A series. I am super excited. I've been getting good feedback about this, and I'm glad that you guys are enjoying these videos. If you have enjoyed some of them and you haven't seen all of them, what I'm going to be doing is pulling them all together into one place so that you can access all of the videos after the series is over, because there may be some things that you want to look at or visit at a different time as you go through your working motherhood journey. So I'm going to share with you a link that you can go to sign up, so you can get the whole 30-day bundle, and that will be in the comments below. All right, that's all for me today. Oh, one more thing I want to share with you. Coming up at the beginning of July, so I think we're starting on the 2nd of July. I'm going to be running the Balanced Working Mum Challenge, which is going to be a 5-day challenge, which essentially has 5 different prompts for you every day of the challenge that is going to help you to increase your balance as a working mum. So I've run the challenge before and it was really well received. And so I'd love for you to come and join us when we do it again. And so I will also be sharing the links to the challenge over the next few days. All right, that's all for me now. See you soon. Bye.